Hello and welcome to our training video. Today we're going to introduce to you the new Click-and-Chat web-based chat application that will be working in place of the current existing Click-and-Chat desktop software you have installed onto your computer. The purpose of this video is to demonstrate the application, show you how to use it, and what each of the individual components mean. One thing to note is that this only runs on Google Chrome, so if you do not have that installed, you will need to install that. You can use any web browser to do so. For example, Internet Explorer. You would type in google.com in the address bar and search for Chrome installation or Chrome download. It'll populate a list of results that you'll be able to select, and it should take you to this page here. You would select download Chrome, follow the on-page prompts, and after it completes the installation, you will have this application available in your applications list or under your start menu. You'd want to go ahead and launch that and enter this website URL, as you will receive an email with the login components that will include this, as well as your operator name, your password, the account name, and the web service URL. One thing to note is that if you enter any information in here incorrectly, it will not allow you to sign in. So make sure that you enter this information correctly. Select Remember Me, that way this information will be retained next time you return to this address. That way you can sign in successfully. When you do sign in, this is what the main dashboard is going to appear like. We'll go through what each of these components mean, starting with the snapshot. This shows all chats that have occurred for your website for the day as a whole organization. It is in a 24-hour format, as you can see. So for example, 12 p.m. starts right there and goes to 1 p.m., 2 p.m. and so forth. These blocks show you activity. So for example, at 4 p.m., 4 chats have occurred as designated by that blue dot followed by the 4. 8 p.m., 6 chats have occurred at that time. My chats are individual to each person. So again, at 8 p.m., 6 chats have occurred, and there's been 11 website visitors for the day. The visitors icon here will show you how many active visitors are on this site. So for example, there's 2. You can select this and see the people that are currently active on the website. You can select this to see a little bit of additional information, such as the history. You can push a website URL to that person. You can invite them to chat. You can select this ellipses drop down and ban them if they're being malicious. You can review page history for trend patterns, as well as other various details. To navigate back to the home screen, you can select the ellipses menu drop down and select dashboard, or simply select back. The request icon here will show you how many pending chat requests are currently in session. So for example, if there was 5, it would show 5 here. You can select this and review all 5. You would select them and hit accept, which we will demonstrate later in this video. To navigate back, again, you can select dashboard or just hit back. Ongoing shows you currently active chat sessions. Again, a number here would identify how many are currently in session. You can select ongoing to see the current ones in session, and you can select them to review those and monitor those as well. It is defaulting to visitors here because there's no active sessions or pending chat sessions as well. Invited will show you how many website visitors have been invited to chat. Again, the number would designate how many invites have occurred. Again, you can select this and see how many have been invited. The online-offline chat icon on the website is controlled through here. There's a couple different choices. So for example, if you were to select be back in 5, it would actually show be back in 5. If you were to go to out for lunch, for example, it would show lunch break as well as away, which then would just show offline. To go back online, select that, and it does go back online. Under the ellipses menu, there's a couple of other choices, such as visitors, which is the same as this. You can select that, it'll take you there. Go back to the home screen there. Operators will show you the currently connected operators, where you can chat internally by selecting their name. One thing to remember is that when someone is away, for example, you will not be able to chat internally nor transfer messages to that person, which we will demonstrate later in this video. Options will allow you to tailor the application, such as changing the status. It does work with this as well. As you can see, it does change in real time. You can turn on and off notifications for these various parameters. So for chat requests, you would want that turned on. Chat segments doesn't really apply. New visitors, if you would like to be notified of new website visitors, as well as internal operator instant messages. You can change the custom chat greeting to be whatever you see fit. So for example, we'll just change this to hi instead of hello. Chat requests, you can turn on enable ringback for new chat requests, which will notify you of a pending chat until you answer that chat. You can log out from here as well as just simply exiting the application. And just note, there is no save button here, so any changes you make, it will automatically accept that. So we'll go back to the main dashboard here. And we're going to go ahead and demonstrate some chats. So there's several ways that a website visitor would be able to be notified, or accept a chat. They can select any of the chat icons, such as the static ones, any of the floating graphics that can float across the screen, any of the manual invites, or this new feature, which is inline chat. We'll demonstrate that in just a moment. So we'll go ahead and start a test chat over here from this static chat icon. So someone would enter their information here, an email address. If they want to email chat transcript, email to the email address provided. They can enter a phone number if they see fit. Departmental routing can be created. This can be used for any market space. So for example, like a technology company can have network support, mobile device support, so forth. Company logo can be added here as well. When a website visitor starts the chat, there's going to be an audible sound produced that sounds like this. That's what it sounds like internally. You can see this right here as well. And again, under the pending requests, that's where that chat would exist. It does blink like this. You would select that, and then you would select accept. Now the chat has been picked up by the internal operator, and the website visitor is notified of that chat that has been picked up. So I'll send another message. Again, that's what the website visitor will hear. This is another test. They'd be able to type back. You would see that here. Hyperlinks and links in general are able to be sent from here. The website visitor can select that and it will open up that link. So that's very handy, as well as the site visitor can send that back to you, which is also hyperlinked and accessible. There's several choices under the ellipses menu here for an active chat that you can review, such as pre-chat survey. This is the information entered prior to a chat starting. You can verify that the information is accurate. You can drop that down again. Select canned responses, which is information that you can enter to copy and paste. As well as this is where you would actually end the chat. There is no way to end the chat out here. If by chance you accidentally select dashboard during an active chat, if you recall under ongoing chat, that's where that would sit. You would select that, select view, and then now you're back in the chat. If you wanted to end that, you can select end chat. The website visitor also can end the chat by selecting leave chat. But for demonstration purposes, we'll go ahead and select this, and it clearly designates the chat has been ended. The website visitor at that point will have an opportunity to provide some feedback regarding the conversation. To navigate away from this, you would just select the ellipses menu and go back to the dashboard. And then you're ready for another chat to come in. Under this, we're going to look at now the inline chat. So website visitor would be able to see this. And they would select Start Chat. They would enter their information here. Email address, they can enter that as well. If they would like to have a chat transcript, we'll leave the phone number blank. Department, and they would select Submit. And again, that audible notification will be produced. Wait time is provided for them here. Again, in the console, under Requests, select Accept. Now the chat is active. The difference between here and the other window is a couple things. The name is clearly displayed on who they're speaking with, their domain, a staff image can be provided, and they can chat straight from this window here. Provides that. Operator console, they can see that. They can send back. They see that there. Links can also be sent from here. They are accessible and hyperlinked, as well as going back. And again, it's accessible. If a site visitor wants to break this chat out so that way they can see something on the screen, they would select Unlock, and it moves it over there. If they want to place it back, they would simply just select Close Window, leave this page, and it puts it back down into that area over there. To end the chat, the site visitor would simply select End Chat, and it will allow them to leave some feedback, and then they can close, and it goes back down to the bottom. Now, to demonstrate transferring a chat and some of the other features that are available, we'll go ahead and start another test chat. We'll leave all the rest of that blank. Send. Audible notification provided. We're going to have actually another person answer this chat. So that way you can see what this looks like when it's transferred inbound. So as you can see, Patrick picks up this chat, and we're going to go ahead and go back to the console and show you what an internal transfer looks like. So one thing to note is that, again, if I wanted to watch this chat, I can select this, then select View, and now I'm able to actually monitor the chat. Anything that Patrick types, I would be able to see, such as that. If he wanted to transfer this chat into myself, he would actually go under the dashboard ellipses, or excuse me, the menu ellipses, and select Transfer. He then would select my name. It would notify me of that chat down here in this operator messages area. I would go into the ongoing chat. I would select this, drop down the ellipses, and then select Accept. And now I have taken possession of the chat. I'm going to go ahead and transfer this back to Patrick so you can see that. So here, to transfer, select his name. And it has now pushed that back to Patrick. And as you can see, it states that right here. The website visitor also sees this. So Patrick would do the same thing. He's been notified of that under the operator messages. He would go into the ongoing. He would select that notification, drop down the ellipses, and select Accept. And now it's back in his possession. Underneath this area, when monitoring a chat, under the menu ellipses, you can select Join, which will allow you to have a three-way or more chat collaborative communication. I can enter information in here that Patrick and the website visitor would see. I can see what I sent. Patrick can see that as well as the website visitor. I have joined the chat, and this is what I sent. If I want to leave this, I would drop down the menu ellipses, select Leave. And there's also another option available here under Coach. Again, under here, you can see I've left that Join chat. Now I can select Coach, which I have joined as a coach, and only Patrick would see that. And anything I type, again, he would only see that, not the website visitor. Patrick sees that, a website visitor will not. If I want to no longer coach, again, the menu ellipses and select leave. I have left, Patrick has seen that. So we'll go ahead and have Patrick in that chat. The chat has now concluded. I'm going to go back here. Website visitor's been notified, that can leave that feedback. And we'll show you the internal chat operator communication. So I would go back again under operator from the menu ellipses. I would select his name. I'd come down here and send him a chat. That's the notification he would receive. He can select that and then communicate back with me. I've been notified of that from him. If I want to navigate away from that, I can just go here. If he was to send me a test, or excuse me, a internal chat, it would put that notification down here. I can select that, and it brings me back to that internal communication. And that concludes the chat training session here. Just to kind of hit some keynotes of areas of importance. Again, the visitors here will show you how many website visitors are on the site. The two most important pieces are going to be these here, because this will show you pending chat request. Again, this will notify or signify how many pending chats are currently active, how many ongoing chats are currently in session. Again, this will notify or signify how many there are. And then operator messages will notify you of internal messages as well as transfers. And thank you for your time.